And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I am your host, Pep Fernandez. Make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel. Let's jump into the highlights and the interviews in this segment. You know, high school football's right around the corner for a lot of teams. They're doing 7-on-7 passing leagues and passing tournaments right now. Another way to get ready for the upcoming season, and a lot of local players do it, is they head out to the University of Redlands for their camp season. This past week, we had the U of R Mega Camp. I mean, we had teams from all up and down the West Coast, over 300 high school football players, and most of the Pac-12 was in attendance there. UCLA, Arizona State, Oregon State, Utah, Washington. Everyone was there to check out our local players, including a bunch of guys from the Aquinas Falcons like JoJo Solis, Jakeem Halliburton, the new quarterback Malachi Jones. I mean, there was a bunch of guys out there, high school guys, trying to get noticed by a lot of these Division I schools, as well as the U of R Bulldogs. There's head coach Jim Good of the University of Redlands. We had a chance to talk to JoJo Solis and Jakeem Halliburton just about going out there, competing, and maybe getting some scholarship offers from the teams that are in attendance. Right now, JoJo Solis, the star running back and receiver for Aquinas, he is a verbal commit to the California Golden Bears.
We're out here at the University of Redlands Mega Camp. So many big-time Division I programs here checking out our IE guys, including a couple Aquinas high school football stars, JoJo Solis, Jakeem Halliburton. And, Yak, let me start with you, man. How do you feel like the camp went tonight with all these great teams here watching you?
It went great. I feel like I got better in my craft. You just got to go out here and work. I'm saying you can't be scared to get messed up. Can't be scared to get routed up. You just got to worry about the next play after that.
Yeah, you got to have a kind of like a short-term memory, right? You make a good play or make a bad play, just move on to the next. But, you know, what's it like knowing all these coaches, you know, they're basically watching every move, and you want to obviously make a good impression with these guys. Do you feel the pressure, or is it just a good opportunity?
I feel like first it's a blessing to have this many colleges out here watching us, and it's a good thing to have this, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, let me talk to your guy, JoJo Solis over here. JoJo, I know you're a Cal Golden Bear guy, but you're out here and there's a ton of programs. I know Cal was one of the programs out here as well, so how do you feel like you did at the Mega Camp?
I feel like I did good, but I just feel like there was a lot of people, so try to get as much reps as you can, no matter what kind of camp you at. Just get in the front of the lines, get as much camps as you can. But, yeah, I feel good. I just wanted to come perform, show what the Bay Area coming with, you know, how to get it in.
Well, let me ask you this, because I saw you running back drills, and then I saw you out here lining up at receiver. I know you did everything at Aquinas, but are you a receiver, a slot receiver, a running back, I mean, a defensive back? Like, what is JoJo Solis?
Whatever fits, you know. Just play ball. That's all I want to do. Just play ball, get the ball in my hands, and just have fun, compete.
All right, JoJo Solis, Jakeem Halliburton here at the Mega Camp at the University of Redlands.
All right, JoJo Solis and Jakeem Halliburton from the Aquinas Falcons. Now, they were out there. A bunch of other local players were out there as well. Again, trying to impress all of the college coaches that were in attendance. Two of them at the Mega Camp. Kalen DeBoer, he is the head coach of the Washington Huskies, and Kenny Dillingham, the head coach for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Two of the many Pac-12 schools that were in attendance because they know the Inland Empire and the city of San Bernardino produces some great high school football players. So it was a camp, but also a recruiting mission to maybe see some of our local guys and maybe offer them scholarships as well. Here's Coach DeBoer and Coach Dillingham from the U of R Mega Camp.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success over the years. Washington football, when it's been at its best, has had a lot of guys from this area, and we got a lot of connections as a staff down here. And what we found over the years, there's a ton of talent, and we find the right kids that want to do good things on and off the football field.
Coach Good and Coach Mariani and the guys, they do such a great job of promoting the camp here in the IE that the turnout's unbelievable. 330 kids or whatever it was so far tonight. Does it make your job just a little bit easier coming to a place like this, and you see like 300 kids in one spot without having to run around the country?
Yeah, it's efficient, right? And Coach Good and the Redlands staff do an amazing job of just putting on the camp itself, but Over the years, it's just continued to build on itself, and it's got a great reputation, and we get treated so well when we come here. And the information's, accessible very quickly for us, and we get a chance to see and evaluate, and of course get to kind of meet the kids, especially the ones that we haven't met. It's huge, and it's a part of the process in our evaluation and the recruiting.
I mean, the success rate of kids in the Inland Empire in college is so at such a high rate that kids that you recruit from here usually succeed. They're usually good kids with good work ethics who love ball, and it being a 6.5 hour drive over to Tempe, it's such a good fit for us to come into this area and sign some of the best players and get them to be Sun Devils.
And with this mega camp and just these camps at the U of R in general, I mean, you get to come here and see, I don't know how many kids were here tonight, 330. I mean, there was a ton. I mean, does it make maybe your job a little bit easier too, seeing so many guys at one time here in the IE?
100%. The Redlands opening this up for us, Coach opening this up for us, and all the colleges that are here to see these student athletes is unbelievable. I mean, that's what college sports is about. That's what recruiting's about. It's about helping young men in high school get their education paid for and find a home for them, whether it's NAIA, D2, D1AA, whether it's a school like Arizona State, whatever that is. That's what this is about. That's what sports are supposed to be about, is helping kids and helping young men, be more successful in life. And I think Coach opening up Redlands to not just Arizona State, but, all the college coaches here is pretty special.
All right, when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, we will go one-on-one with Cal State San Bernardino head baseball coach Mike Nadeau to talk about the Yotes' historic season. That's next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.